What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Average Bob, and in today's video we're going to dive into what my home gym looks like in an apartment setting, how I've evolved it over the years, and maybe how you could take a tip or two from what I've done with my setup in very limited space. And this is just me living in apartments over the last number of years, what I've included in the workout regime. And my channel is a gaming channel, so it doesn't really fit with the content of what I normally do, but I do think for me, feeling healthy and working out goes kind of hand in hand with being able to game. And I think it also like helps me be like, if I work out, then I could reward myself by gaming. But everyone's different. Everyone has their own journeys. So with that, let's dive into what my setup current kind of looks like, how I've built it out.
So this is pretty much the setup. I am in my bedroom here. I don't want to show too much else, but as you can see, everything is very tight and on top of each other in our apartment. So first and foremost, let's get started. One of the first things that I did buy when I first started my fitness journey was a yoga mat. I hadn't been lifting for a very long time, and I got into, I don't know if it was in a podcast or I saw Diamond Dallas Page have a video that went viral. Maybe he was on Shark Tank or something, but he talked about his DDP yoga program. So I bought the DVDs and kind of used that to kickstart getting back into fitness back when I really started ramping up in 2017. So this was one of the first things that I bought. I think I bought it at like Modell's. I'm sure you could find something, cheaper or more in line. I mean, this is taking a beating over the years. I probably need to get a new one soon. But again, a yoga mat's super helpful, as you can see too. It helps protect your floors if you put dumbbells and everything else over it. So very versatile, and you could use it in a multitude of ways, just protecting the floors during your workout from a sweat perspective. And then also use it for stretching, mobility, and stuff along those lines. Next up, we get started with our kettlebells. I bought this 25-pound kettlebell a really long time ago. I'm sure I bought it off Amazon for super cheap. The kettlebell, is very versatile. I think sometimes you see like adjustable ones and stuff along those lines, but I know Cap is a pretty good brand. I'm not going to include any like links or anything, but if people want links, I could put them in here. I don't have any commission or anything along those lines, but again, a kettlebell is a very versatile tool that you could use for building out your home gym within your apartment. You could really get when I first started getting into fitness, I had like a kettlebell program, and all I would use was this 25-pound kettlebell. And you could also get sick cardio workouts from this as well, in terms of like thrusters, maybe like a kettlebell burpee, swings. And if you're a beginner, super helpful to just build that baseline cardio, but pair it with the strength component. This kettlebell is something that is a little bit newer. I forget where I got this one from. From Onnit. So pretty solid kettlebell and product. This is much heavier. So as I evolved and got stronger and worked out more from home, this was super helpful in terms of building up strength and adding more pounds for things like squats, deadlifts, kettlebell swings especially. So I also could use that for shoulder exercises like a push press or full body thruster, stuff along those lines. So helpful in that regard. Kettlebells are seriously some of the most versatile fitness pieces of equipment in the market, and they last a really long time. These are made really well. Unless you're like throwing them on concrete or something, I don't think that they'll get messed up at all. Next up is something more recently that I purchased, was a 60-pound sandbag from GoRuck. It's a company that is really good. They make great products. They are American made as well, and they have a lot of good warranties if the product breaks or is there any flaws with it, there is a pretty good system that they have in place for sending it back, and they'll send you a new one. The annoying thing with the sandbag was you have to go out and like Home Depot or something and get the sand, but whatever, is what it is. Again, adds another versatile thing for the home gym in terms of doing squats, thrusters, deadlifts, push press, really anything. And what's cool about this is you can bring it outside, even though, if you do have the ability to carry it outside and there's like a private area, it's fun to work out outside. Next up are some dumbbells over here that we've bought and acquired over the years. The 20-pound ones are great. Bicep, shoulder, stuff along those lines. 45-pound, you could get really detailed with those in terms of leveraging those for deadlifts, squats, push presses, rows specifically. So Again, you can't go wrong with just having a pair of set of dumbbells to round things out. Again, this is a simple starter working from home workout gym, and I've had all the tools here to be successful in that regard. Just other two things that I have here was just I destroyed my ankle a couple of years ago. Never really healed, did physical therapy. Was just trying to think of some other outside of the box things I could do. So a wobble board is really helpful for my mobility and building strength around my ankle and in my lower leg. So I think this is awesome if you have ankle issues. Definitely look into something like this. It was really, really cheap. And then this one, I got crushed with Instagram ads too for products. This is just a stretch, Calf Pro stretch thing. So very helpful in terms of lengthening in my calves and my Achilles tendon area and everything that really got crushed by my ankle injury. Last but not least here, right there it is my foam roller. You can use that. Foam rollers are good for pre-workout in terms of loosening up really tight areas that might be sore or want to get more blood flow to it. It's one of the worst tools in terms of kicking your ass. And then a couple other things that I have, jump rope. Really hard to jump rope inside. Your neighbors that live below you might hate your guts if you do it, but something you can bring out to the park. You're going for a walk or you want to work out outside, and it doesn't have to be a run or something along those lines. You can just bring a jump rope to the park and jump rope. Got a great workout doing that. Then I also have a TRX somewhere. I've never done it in this apartment. Used to do it in my old apartment. The doors here are pretty flimsy. They probably would break and not support my body weight. But when I was in an apartment with really strong like storm doors that like went outside, I was able to use my TRX. Again, the setup, this is done in my home bedroom. Super basic. So let me know in the comments if you guys have apartment home gyms, or if there's anything you want me to explain a little bit more, like for specific products that I may have used in the past, or can weigh in on and try and help and give you some feedback and advice on. Two final things from like a workout perspective. There are two apps that I use for like building out workouts. I mean, obviously nowadays you could use something like ChatGPT and ask it questions. Hey, could you build out a workout based on having 60-pound sandbag, 53-pound kettlebell, and two 20-pound dumbbells? And it'll give you great feedback for like what you're looking to achieve, whether it's more cardio based or it's hypertrophy. And then also there are two other apps that I use which is really cool. I take nothing from this. This is just my experience with using them. And one I've used over the years is this one called Fitbod. Pretty cool because it actually uses AI to build out workouts for yourself based on what you're looking to achieve. So for this, like you input every single device that you have for working out. So I put my dumbbells, my kettlebells, and it'll create and generate a workout based on what you have. So like for my baby work from home gym, that's what I use for building out those workouts. And then also with the Peloton app, there are a lot of great strength classes that you could do on demand. Again, Peloton really isn't for everyone. I enjoy it. I have a close family member that has one, so I do the cycling classes. I have gone to a gym and done a row class while using like a Concept 2 rower. But what I do, I have found some instructors that I like and will do like a strength on demand class here using what I have available. Again, hope this was valuable to you guys. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Let me know and have a good one, y'all.